Many thanks for joining us. This is English News Time from Oromia Broadcasting Network OBN. I'm welcome with the news. Stay with us. Attorney General has charged 26 intelligence officials with gross human rights violations. About 26 former officials and employees of the National Intelligence Security Service (NIS), including Getachew Asafa, has been charged with gross human rights violation. Getachew Asafa, former Director General of NIS, and the other 3 officials, Asbagde, Asafa Belai, and Shisha Lur, were charged in absentia at Lideta Federal High Court, according to the press release issued by Office of the Federal Attorney General. The defendants are also suspected of gross human rights violations such as torture, forced confessions, sodomy, rape, electrocution, and arbitrary detention of people, including in secret facilities. Nations and nationalities living in Burayu and Sultan Town said they will strengthen their unity and relationship with the Oromo people and work toward sustaining the changes and reforms started in the country. The residents have also discussed current condition of the region and the nation. Akil Gobras more on that.
A joint peace conference that participated nations and nationalities of the area was held in Burayu town of Oromia Special Zone surrounding Finfinne under the theme Unity of Nations for Sustainable Peace of the Area. Some participants of the conference remarked that Oromo people do have an adorable culture of living with other nations peacefully.
Oromo do not abhor other nations. This is what I have realized in our past togetherness.
Participants agreed to sustain their togetherness and peaceful coexistence on the basis of principles driven from the Gada system.
Oromo embrace other nations from the very beginning in the culture of Kudifacha or adoption, Mogasa or naming, which are the right manifestation of unity.
Mayor of Burayu Town, Salamon Faye, urged participants of the conference to be vigilant to dismantle evil acts of the groups that rush to create ethnic and religious conflicts.
I call upon all of you to be by the side of the reform agendas to sustain the ever-started development endeavors and a realizing of the sustainable peace and democracy.
Meanwhile, the peace conference was also held in Sululta town of Oromia Special Zone surrounding Finfinne. Nations attended the event expressed their readiness to be united more than ever to keep peace of their area.
We Oromos and Amharas are intermingled and living together peacefully. We are not on the way to dispute, rather we are living peacefully.
Mayor of Sululta Town, Rosa Umar, for her part, urged residents of Sululta Town to keep peace and security of their town.
Nations and nationalities residing in Buno Bedele Zone, while discussing current regional national issues in Bedele Town, said the long-standing friendly relationship and strong unity they have established cannot easily broken up by political conspiracy of any foe group. Similar discussion was held in Shashamane town of West Arsi Zone. Here is the report. Nation and nationalities of Buno Bedele Zone and all sections of society have discussed on ways of strengthening the ever-started culture of living together.
We have many things in common. All nations and nationalities have been living with great respect and tolerance. This shows us the long-standing culture of living together with strong unity.
Participants of the discussion have also vowed to play their part in sustaining the ever-binding culture of living together with great harmony.
We are very happy to be part of this discussion. We have to develop our country by contributing all our level-based.
The participants also stressed that the government should strictly work on those groups who want to destabilize and disturb the unity of the nations, nationalities and people of the country. Head of ODP office with Buno Bedele Zone, Margakana, stressed that all nations and nationalities of the country should solve their differences through dialogue. Chief Administrator of Buno Bedele Zone, Shafi Hussein, for his part, noted that all should work in collaboration so as to fight on those groups who want to create chaos in the country.
There are groups groups who want to create conflict between our nationalities. All should know this and work on them in order to have peaceful country.
Meanwhile, nations and nationalities of West Artsy Zone have discussed at Shashamane town on ways of further strengthening their culture of living together. Participants of the discussion also stressed that the need of respecting each other and living together with all nations, nationalities and peoples of the country.
If we understand our common goal, we can make and create a great country again. It is the right time for we all to stand together and work hard for the development of the nation.
Mayor of Shashamane Town Administration Adam Kamal for his part underscored that everyone should develop the ever-studied culture of tolerance and living together.
Our culture was interconnected with everything in common. So it is better for we all to live in peace.
Chief Administrator of West Artsy Zone Mohammed Kamal also stressed that the need of living together through respecting each other.
The
Oromo people have paid a lot to register today's victory, but we have no culture of superiority. The main theme of the Oromo people's struggle is to assure equality among all nations and nationalities.
The Oromia Economic State Development Association said it will work with the regional government on ways of sustaining the region economic development. The association has held its third national conference in Finfinne town, Finfinne city. Kadu Brown has more on that.
The Oromia Economists Development Association has held a third national conference on Oromia's economy, rural livelihoods, entrepreneurship and unemployment. On the conference, different research findings have been presented by different economists and discussed. PhD candidate Ndala Jibat is among economists who presented research works. The research revealed that unemployment rate is increasing consistently in Oromia, adding the government and non-governmental organizations should work with due attention to solve the problem. The government should create job opportunity for youth using all chances it has. The upcoming generation should also focus on how to create their own job rather than to be employed. Modernizing agriculture, expanding industrial parks, improving working culture, and designing education curriculum which can create generation the time needs are crucial to minimize unemployment rate of rural and urban areas according to the papers presented. Chairman of the Oromia Economists Development Association, Dr. Guto Teso, on the occasion noted that the association will work with special attention to bring economic revolution of Oromia through research. We economists are ready to support the government with necessary things needed from us, like research outputs. Dr. Guto underscored that the association is ready to play its role in minimizing unemployment rate in the region, adding that it is very important to work in unison to bring sustainable economic development. Scholars, political leaders, government officials and the people should work together for economic development of the region more than ever. The Oromia Economic and Planning Commission Commissioner Dr. Tashoma Dunya for his part said the government uses research conducted by different scholars as inputs to minimize unemployment rates in the region. Participants of the conference have also appreciated the work started by the association and expressed their shore up to take their parts in economic development of the region.
Residents of Adama town have promised to abort evil mission of corrupt individuals and folk groups who want to weaken up the current national progress towards realizing a democratic country. A discussion forum focusing on strengthening unity of nation and nationalities residing in Adama town has been organized. Here is Mukhtarji for the detail.
A nationwide conference has been taking place in Adama town under the theme of "Our Brotherly Living Together Will Never Be Compromised." On the conference, different research findings that revealed how different nations have been living together in peace in Adama town were being presented. Participants of the conference said deteriorating a long-age brotherly relationship of nations could never be possible ahead. No one can force different nations and nationalities who were living together in Oromia and not able to depart them even for a single day. The rule of law must be respected by everybody. Those who try to spoil brotherly relationship of the public should be avoided by due attention of the government. On the peace conference, Mayor of Adama Town, Mesfin Asafa, said different nations in the town should respect the right of Oromo people to be the owner of fatherland equal as the Oromo people do to host them. The rights of nations and nationalities have been respected in Adama Town by the Oromos. So those nations who were used to live in Adama Town should respect and recognize the Oromos as they are the owner of their fatherland. On the same way, peace conference has been taking place in the town by residents of East Shore Zone districts. Residents say they will continue to live together by solving incidents through discussion if it will happen.
Law experts said the government should focus on ensuring the rule of law to effectively ensure peace and stability of the nation. The experts have discussed current situation of the country on a stage organized in OBN studio. Here is Lata Teresa for the story.
Lawyers from Oromo Justice Sector Professionals Training and Legal Research Institute commented that the effort of ensuring the right to expression and widening political sphere in Ethiopia is golden opportunity for the move toward this transition to democracy. The remark came out when they conferred at OBN studio on the current situation in the region. However, they have raised concerns that the security problems that took place at various places might be challenges to the transition. The lawyers described the source of the problem as follows.
First, there are some groups who want to bring back the monarchical rule. There are also organs who are attempting to resume power, and even some government officials are also engaging in instigating conflict and take measures against other people.
They recommended that the government should ensure supremacy of law. Unless otherwise, public trust on the government will begin to be reduced.
Ensuring rule of law is obligation of the government. It is unthinkable to succeed transition to democracy in the absence of supremacy of law.
If those who committed crime against human rights are not brought to justice, public trust on government will be reduced. If there is no rule of law, there will be no transition to democracy.
The lawyer said the Oromo political parties need to work together in order to realize the benefit of Oromo people by succeeding the started transition to democracy.
Now the burning issue for the Oromo people is about respecting supremacy of law. I don't think that the Oromo political party that is not willing to support the endeavor of ensuring rule of law represents Oromo people, even has moral capacity.
Although it is difficult for them to be merged, Oromo political parties should work for their people cooperating on common agendas for the sake of the Oromo benefit. UTV channel is Oromia Broadcasting Network, OBN Voice of the People. Now news from abroad. Two Reuters journalists jailed in Myanmar for their reporting on the Rohingya crisis have been freed, while Lon 36 and Kwaso All 29 were released after presidential amnesty. They spent more than 500 days in prison on the outskirts of Yangon. They had been convicted under the Official Secret Act and sentenced to 7 years in jail last September. Their jailing was seen as an assault of press freedom and raised questions about Myanmar's democracy. As he left the prison, Wallon vowed to continue his reporting and said he was excited to return to work at the international news agency. The journalists were released along with thousands of other prisoners as part of mass amnesties that take place annually around Myanmar's New Year, the BBC reported. Thank you very much for joining us. That's all what you had. Enjoy the remaining programs with OBN.